Hello, damsels. Parenthood is a daunting journey, especially for a Sigma female. Consider this. Envision a woman who thrives on independence and self-reliance, one who carves her own path with fierce autonomy and defies societal norms. This is the Sigma female. Now, picture her stepping into the realm of motherhood. It's a profound upheaval, challenging her to balance her nurturing instincts with her strong desire for self-direction. For a Sigma female mom, the clash between her natural drive for solitary achievement and the constant demands of raising a child is intense. It's not about fitting into conventional maternal roles, but creating a new path where personal freedom intersects with the realities of parenting. The independence she once prized must now coexist with sleepless nights, relentless responsibilities, and an emotional depth that requires a shift from self-focus. Ultimately, the Sigma female's resilience is tested not by her career challenges, but by the daily, unyielding demands of motherhood. Here, the stark demands of parenting confront her personal ethos, forging an experience that is raw, often harsh, but profoundly authentic. Motherhood isn't an extension of your independence, it's a radical transformation of it. For a Sigma female who values autonomy and defies convention, motherhood can be an unforgiving challenge. Here are 15 brutally honest realities she encounters. Number 1, loss of control over time. The Sigma female excels at crafting her days with meticulous precision. Every hour and minute is strategically planned to advance her goals, passions, and self-fulfillment. However, motherhood hits like a storm, dismantling her carefully constructed schedule. Suddenly, her life is no longer governed by her own timetable, but by the unpredictable demands of her child's needs. A relentless schedule that defies her efforts to regain control. Her once orderly hours dissolve into a continuous flow of feedings, diaper changes, and soothing cries. Mornings no longer begin with a peaceful coffee and introspection, but with the immediate demands of a tiny, dependent being. Evenings, previously reserved for relaxation and personal projects, are now overtaken by bedtime routines and midnight awakenings. In this new reality, the Sigma female faces a profound shift. The autonomy she cherished is replaced by a chaotic, ever-changing landscape where her own needs take a back seat. Yet, amid this upheaval, she uncovers a new strength. She learns to adapt, finding moments of peace and joy amidst the chaos, and redefining control not as a rigid schedule, but as a fluid, resilient embrace of life's unpredictability. Number 2, emotional exhaustion. Sigma females are renowned for their emotional independence, adeptly steering through life with a self-reliant spirit. Their emotions are typically well-regulated, enabling them to pursue their passions and ambitions with minimal interference. However, the realm of parenting introduces a new and intense dimension to their emotional world. The emotional demands of raising a child are profound and unrelenting. From the moment of birth, a Sigma mother is engulfed in a whirlwind of emotions: overwhelming love, fierce protectiveness, persistent worry, and inevitable frustration. Each day presents fresh challenges that pull at her heartstrings, requiring her complete emotional engagement. For someone accustomed to emotional self-sufficiency, this constant flood of feelings can be deeply draining. Being intimately connected to another's emotional state, experiencing their joys and sorrows as acutely as her own, is both a beautiful and exhausting reality. The Sigma female, who once thrived on her emotional independence, now finds herself adrift in a sea of emotions that can leave her feeling overwhelmed and vulnerable. Yet, within this emotional upheaval lies growth. She learns to draw strength from the profound depth of her love and the resilience of her spirit. She uncovers new dimensions of herself, discovering capacities for empathy and patience she never knew existed. Through this journey, she finds a new form of emotional strength, one that transcends self-reliance and embraces the transformative power of connection and unconditional love. Number 3, guilt and judgment. As a Sigma female, she has always thrived on her independence, moving through life on her own terms and often flying under the radar. However, motherhood catapults her into a glaring spotlight where every decision is subject to scrutiny and judgment. Society imposes endless expectations on mothers, dictating how they should behave, what they should prioritize, and even how they should feel. Suddenly, she finds herself plagued by self-doubt, constantly questioning if she is making the right choices or measuring up to expectations. The weight of societal judgment becomes an ever-present shadow, whispering insecurities and amplifying her fears. Guilt pervades her days and nights, leading her to second-guess every move. Is she spending sufficient time with her child? Is she providing the right care? Is she balancing personal ambitions with motherhood responsibilities? These questions create an emotional tug-of-war that is hard to escape. Yet within this intense scrutiny and self-doubt, she uncovers a new strength. She learns to trust her instincts and prioritize her own voice over societal expectations. She realizes that the ideal of perfect motherhood is a myth, and that her unique approach to nurturing and raising her child is valid. Through this journey, she gains the courage to embrace her imperfections, stand firm in her choices, and quiet the external judgments with the confidence that she is doing her best. Now, damsels, if you're enjoying the video so far, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications so you stay updated with all our future content. Moving on, number 4, redefining success. For a Sigma female, success has always been a deeply personal endeavor. She gauges her achievements by her own benchmarks, career milestones, personal development, and the pursuit of her passions. Each triumph reflects her independence and determination, forming the core of her identity. However, upon becoming a parent, her concept of success undergoes a profound transformation. Her sense of accomplishment becomes intertwined with her child's developmental milestones. The first smile, the first steps, the first words. These moments replace her previous markers of success. Her focus shifts from personal projects and goals to nurturing and guiding her child's growth. This shift presents both challenges and revelations. She learns to derive joy and fulfillment from the everyday victories of parenting. The pride she once felt in her own achievements is now reflected in her child's milestones. Success evolves from personal accolades to the love, care, and support she provides. In this new perspective, she discovers a richer dimension of success, intimately connected to her child's well-being and happiness. This redefinition brings a profound satisfaction as she realizes her greatest achievement is not a personal milestone, but the nurturing of a thriving, joyful child. Embracing this new definition of success, she finds a deeper sense of accomplishment that enriches both her life and her child's. At number 5, sacrifice of personal space. A Sigma female profoundly values her personal space and solitude, thriving in moments of quiet reflection that provide her with energy and clarity. Her personal space serves as a sanctuary, a realm where she can recharge, think deeply, and dream without interruption. However, motherhood brings a dramatic shift. The arrival of a child means near constant proximity to another person whose needs are relentless. Her once sacred solitude is now overtaken by the sounds of giggles, cries, and the patter of tiny feet. This transition can be overwhelming. She finds herself yearning for brief moments of uninterrupted silence, a chance to reclaim her former sanctuary. The constant presence of another individual can feel intrusive, leaving little room for the solitude she once cherished. Yet within this transformation, there is a hidden beauty. She learns to recharge in new ways, perhaps during the quiet moments after her child falls asleep, or through the simple joy of witnessing their discoveries. She finds a new kind of sanctuary in the deep bond with her child, a connection that, while demanding, is profoundly rewarding. Through this journey, she discovers that her personal space hasn't vanished. It has merely evolved. It now incorporates both her need for solitude and the enriching experience of motherhood. In this balance, she finds a new rhythm that honors her individuality while embracing her role as a mother. Number 6, negotiating independence. For a Sigma female, personal independence is a fundamental aspect of her identity. She treasures her autonomy and the freedom to pursue her passions on her own terms. However, motherhood introduces a complex balancing act, requiring her to reconcile her inherent need for solitude with the ongoing demands of caring for a dependent child. This new reality necessitates redefining and setting boundaries. The once clear distinctions between personal time and responsibilities blur, creating a challenging yet transformative dynamic. Finding moments of solitude becomes a nuanced process, integrated into her daily life. She might reserve early mornings or late nights for herself, seizing quiet moments to reconnect with her thoughts. Adjusting to this balance demands both resilience and creativity. She learns to value the small pockets of independence she can still claim while embracing the intimacy and connection that come with parenting. This journey is one of self-discovery, where she navigates new ways to preserve her sense of self while being fully present for her child. Through this process, the Sigma female evolves in unexpected ways. She becomes more adaptable, finding joy in shared experiences with her child and strength in the moments she dedicates to herself. This balance, though demanding, enriches her life by merging her cherished independence with the deep fulfillment of motherhood. In this delicate equilibrium, she uncovers a new dimension of her independence, one that celebrates and accommodates the beautiful challenges of nurturing a young life. Number 7. Unpredictable interruptions. A Sigma female's life is often a meticulously crafted masterpiece of organization. She thrives on a well-structured schedule where every task and moment is precisely planned, allowing her to pursue her passions and goals with steadfast focus. However, motherhood introduces a storm of chaos and unpredictability that can seem like a direct assault on her carefully arranged order. Her days become filled with interruptions that defy any planning. A baby's midnight cries, a toddler's urgent needs disrupting her workflow, and the myriad small emergencies of child-rearing. These disruptions can be jarring. Accustomed to control and structure, the Sigma female may initially struggle with the constant interruptions. Her once orderly world now feels chaotic and out of her control, making it difficult to maintain the balance she values. Yet amid the chaos, she discovers new strengths. She learns to adapt quickly, to embrace flexibility, and to find beauty in the unplanned. While her meticulously laid plans may be disrupted, the joy and love she experiences with her child offer a new form of fulfillment. This journey through unpredictability fosters resilience and patience. She starts to find beauty in spontaneous moments, unexpected laughter, and unplanned adventures. Through these interruptions, the Sigma female evolves, achieving a harmonious balance between her need for order and the vibrant, ever-shifting demands of parenting. In this balance, she uncovers a deeper sense of purpose and joy, embracing the unpredictability as a cherished part of her beautifully chaotic new life. Number 8. Dealing with vulnerability. A Sigma female's strength is rooted in her ability to maintain control and self-reliance. She navigates life with a serene confidence, assured of her capability to manage any challenge that arises. Her independence and self-sufficiency serve as her armor, shielding her from vulnerability. Motherhood, however, removes these protective layers, exposing her to a raw vulnerability she may not have encountered before. From the moment she cradles her child for the first time, a profound shift occurs. Her heart is no longer solely her own. It is intricately bound to the tiny, delicate being she now cherishes. This deep bond introduces a powerful and overwhelming sense of worry and fear for her child's well-being. Used to wielding control, the Sigma female now faces a reality where many factors are beyond her command. She is consumed by concerns for her child's health, safety, and future, and this intense fear can unsettle her self-reliance. Yet through this newfound vulnerability, she discovers a remarkable strength. She learns that true resilience is not the absence of fear, but the courage to confront it directly. Her love for her child becomes a potent force, driving her to protect, nurture, and advocate for them, regardless of the challenges. This journey through vulnerability teaches her the value of leaning on others and seeking support. She becomes more compassionate, both toward her child and herself. By embracing her vulnerability, the Sigma female uncovers a deeper, more profound strength, one that enriches her life and her child's in ways she never anticipated. Number 9. Constant compromise. Independence is a defining characteristic of the Sigma female's life. She's accustomed to making decisions on her own terms, free from the constraints of compromise. Her routines, choices, and personal aspirations are meticulously crafted to align with her values and objectives. However, motherhood ushers in a reality where compromise becomes a constant necessity. Raising a child requires daily negotiations, adjusting routines to fit nap times, altering personal plans to meet a child's needs, and prioritizing family over individual desires. Every decision now revolves around the well-being and happiness of another person. For someone who has always prized her autonomy, this constant need for compromise can feel like a fundamental challenge to her core principles. It seems as though her ethos of self-reliance is being put to the test, with her previously enjoyed freedom replaced by a stream of adjustments and concessions. Yet within these compromises, she uncovers a new form of fulfillment. She learns that flexibility does not undermine her independence, but rather enhances it, allowing her to grow in unexpected ways. Each compromise becomes a reflection of her dedication and love, reshaping her sense of self to harmonize her values with the profound joy of parenting. In navigating this new landscape, she discovers that true strength lies in balancing personal desires with the needs of her child, creating a harmonious blend of love and compromise that deeply enriches her life. Number 10. Social isolation. Sigma females often excel within smaller, more intimate social circles, valuing deep connections over a broad network. They find solace in meaningful relationships with a select few, which provides them with a strong sense of belonging and understanding. However, parenthood introduces a new dimension of social isolation. As they become engrossed in the demands of raising a child, they may drift away from pre-motherhood friends. These friends, who once shared their interests and daily routines, might now seem distant, struggling to relate to the new realities of sleepless nights, diaper changes, and the intense focus on a child's needs. This transition can heighten feelings of isolation. The Sigma female might feel as though she is living in a separate world from her old social circles, where her experiences and challenges are no longer understood. The loneliness of this phase can be profound, making her long for the deep connections she once enjoyed, but now finds difficult to sustain. Yet, through this period of social shift, she discovers new ways to connect. She finds understanding and support from fellow parents who share similar experiences. These new connections, while different from her previous friendships, offer their own form of comfort and camaraderie. In adapting to this evolving social landscape, the Sigma female learns to appreciate the new bonds she forms and the enduring value of her close relationships. She discovers that while her social circle may transform, the essence of her connections continues to grow and adapt, fitting seamlessly into the new rhythms of her life. Please, damsels, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our upcoming videos. Stay safe, Sigma damsels, and thanks for tuning in. See you in the next vid. Bye.